Hey, it's your girl, Unapologetically Crazy. I'm just your normal 90s baby here to take you back, way back in time. And if you haven't seen the rest of my videos, I'm going to need you to go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other videos because they will tell you that until 2019, I'm just doing video reactions. So, let's go ahead and get into it. We have a Miss Mojo video, and I guess that's the girl version of Watch Mojo. And we're doing top 10 what is this? Top 10 best Powerpuff Girl villains. It's been a minute since I've seen Powerpuff Girls, but I think I remember pretty much all of the villains because this used to be one of my favorite shows right next to Samurai Jack. So let's go ahead and see who's going to be the top of what.
You here? Here you've been kicking some male butt. Good for you. With villains like these, we'd be booking it out of Townsville by tomorrow. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Powerpuff Girls villains.
Seems the Powerpuff Girls think you're icky, gross, disgusting.
They were. Oh my god, I remember the Roach
We
episode.
publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Ding.
For this list, we're considering almost every villain to have faced the Powerpuff Girls. Our only exception is that they must have become an icon in the series at some point. Try picking those looks. Sorry, guys. That's okay, Blossom.
Aww.
This was too easy. Number 10, the Amoeba Boys.
Free to go. Go? I thought we were criminals. You locked us up for everything. Well, everything's all right now.
You know, I find it funny. I remember the Amoeba Boys because I just always thought they were real germs. Like, they never did anything really bad. They were actually really lame. They were like them old 1920 wannabe villains that, like, you know, bossed around by their mother to be something but decided not to be.
Oh, not to go. I know.
They may be idiots, but the Amoeba Boys have done some dastardly crimes on their own, whether it was intentional or by complete accident. In an effort to come off as supervillains to the Powerpuff Girls, Boss Man, Junior, and Slim cooked up a few half-baked schemes.
If the Powerpuff Girls are after us, that means we're really real criminals.
Yo.
While stealing oranges proved meaningless in their debut episode, they managed to carry out a masterful plan in the episode Divide and Conquer. By duplicating themselves, the Amoeba Boys were able to steal every orange in Townsville, causing a scurvy epidemic. Even after this episode, we still can't take them seriously due to their stupidity in committing misdemeanors.
Yo, they were germs that stole oranges. What in the vitamin C is happening here?
Number 9, Dick Hardley.
I remember this.
Roommate who was nothing more than a freeloader. Well, that's Dick Hardley in a nutshell. A real
Dick
Richard.
Harley.
When meeting the girls for the first time, Dick gets the sleazy idea of trying to make money with their powers.
We're sitting on a gold mine here. I knew you would turn one of your little inventions into a cash cow. We can make a fortune with these things.
We can make a fortune with these things. Oh, this voice.
Kicked him out. He eventually creates the Powerpuff Girls Extreme, which were not exactly what he had in mind.
Yo. I remember this episode as a kid. Yo, that was a creepy one. That really was. Ooh. Wow. Talking about the story.
Dick was so desperate to carry out his get-rich-quick scheme, he swallows Chemical X, turning him into a giant mutated monster.
You know, for a second there, I
Chemical X. Oh. Oh. I don't remember the end of this.
Manipulative, greedy, and shameless about it, Dick is
Wow.
one of the most hated villains in the show. Number 8.
He never showed up
Gangrene
again.
I don't think these
The
kids
Gangrene Gang.
You want us to show them how to have fun? Yes, little Arturo. Let's show them how to have fun. Gangrene style.
This band of
Yo.
mischievous miscreants.
I love all the villains in like Powerpuff Girls because they could be real things in real life. The Gangrene Gang, gangrene, like their skin is green. That's their geniuses,
Can
creators.
certainly get around on street smarts alone. Ace, Snake, Big Billy, Little
Why
Archer
was everybody
and
thick in the Powerpuff Girls?
often
Like,
taking
all the
their
girls were
ranks in
thick. Did
lives
anybody else
a
not
bit
be
too
thick?
far, as evident in the episode Telephonies. Among their victims of normal Townsville citizens and the narrator, the Gangrene Gang prank called the Powerpuff Girls in an attempt to blame other villains for fictitious crimes.
It's the
Long story
Powerpuff
short,
Girls.
troublemakers got their butts handed to them by villains much more powerful.
You guys like to make prank calls.
Yo, Fuzzy Lumpkin and him. Him was definitely creepy as hell as a kid, y'all. Like, the voice.
Guess they've never heard of picking on someone.
I definitely remember all these episodes so far.
Number 7, The Smiths.
Oh my god, I forgot about
I'm so
them.
very proud of all of you. And united,
They were like,
we will destroy the Powerpuff Girls.
This family
This-
has some serious issues.
yo, I remember this episode. Wow, I forgot all about them. Talk about a dysfunctional family, but functional family. Like, everybody was weird. Everybody was weird as hell.
While the devious side of husband Harold is shown in the episode Supper Villain, the whole Smith family doesn't unite until later in Just Desserts, with each family member having some reason for hating the Powerpuff Girls. Harold likes seeing the bad guy win. Mother Mary Ann wants revenge for ruining dinner in the last episode. Daughter
Yo,
Julie
the
is
mom
mad
was
because
crazy.
they lost their Jacks. Son Bud, well, he just hates everything.
The Powerpuff Girls lost my jack.
the voices.
Tween angst, you know?
Aw.
Essentially, they're a family with psychopathic behavior built on petty revenge schemes.
Yeah, sounds
What
about right.
else is there to hate in a group of villains such as this? Number 6.
Sounds like America. You know?
Escape room. When does the game start?
This is the escape room.
That was real! Fuzzy Lumpkins.
Fuzzy
Whatever you
Lumpkins.
do not ever
Fuzzy
live
Lumpkins'
under
name just sounds so
property.
cute.
This hillbilly may seem pranky and harmless on the outside, but as soon as someone walks on his property or touches anything he owns,
He
Fuzzy
was the
Lumpkins
typical
turns into a vicious
hillbilly.
beast of
Yo.
I won't let you get on my property.
My property.
Some of
Man,
the times,
back when cartoons allowed guns and violence
who
in a
turned all
funny
the
manner.
Townsville's inhabitants into meat, and
We need to
letting
go back to
Townsville
guns
go
and
straight
violence
down
in
the
cartoons,
toilet as
though.
mayor.
Maybe like Looney Tunes.
I want your back.
You know,
Which means
Tom and
I
Jerry.
know the mayor. And I get your hand.
Nah, get your
He may not be a
hair.
criminal mastermind, but this
Uh-oh.
tantrum-throwing tyrant needs to learn to
Put
take
down
a
my
chill pill.
banjo.
Number 5. Sedusa.
Sedusa, aka
Only a wolf in
Medusa.
sheep's clothing. Sedusa has become one of the girls' most diabolical villainesses. 2 down, 1 to go. You girls stick around.
Hey, this is how all the
Finish
girls
your
really look when they try to get your man.
Introduced as I'm a good lady, how totally unsuspicious, Sedusa was able to trick the professor into grounding the girls, allowing her to commit
Guys, when you
crimes
out there
at
messing
night.
with those crazy women, this is what she looks like when you bring her home.
And there will be no crime fighting until that room is spotless.
She even went so far as to disguise herself as Miss Bella. It was interesting to see how she would fight the girls after going bald, but she managed to use the Gangrene Gang in retrieving relics of Cleopatra, turning her
Okay, I
into
don't remember that
Medusa
episode.
and
Why were all the
Medusa.
women in a Powerpuff Girl thick? They were all thick. Yo.
Vengeful mind and menacing look has made her a fan favorite.
I don't remember that episode.
Princess Morbucks.
Princess Morbucks.
Hi, Princess.
Daddy
Want to
Warbucks.
play with Twinkie or Class Hamster? No, I do not want to play with this smelly, mangy little rat.
Yeah. Okay, I remember
Nobody
this
likes
episode
the kid who gets everything they want. As a real daddy's
too.
girl,
Daddy.
Princess Morbucks wanted to be
The Powerpuff Girls won't let me be a Powerpuff Girl.
Never live for only fame.
I want to be a Powerpuff Girl. And I wanna. I throw a tantrum like this and people just look at me. Like, she gets more bucks. What the hell?
Using crocodile tears to get what she wants, Princess uses her dad's money to deck out her costume with high-tech weapons and vehicles. Overall, she's just plain annoying, which makes witnessing her defeat all the more satisfying. Just remember, kids, being a Powerpuff Girl is about fighting for truth and justice, not the flashy gadgets. Number
That was
3,
stupid.
Rowdy Rough
The
Boys.
Rowdy Rough Boys. Why are they number 3? Like, I guess.
While the girls are
Why
made
did
of
they all
sugar,
sound like
spice, and
this?
everything nice, these kids were the exact opposite.
Snips and
Created by
tails
Mojo
and puppy dog
Jojo,
tails, right?
Snips, snails,
Snips, nails, and puppy dog
tail.
tails.
Upon encountering the Powerpuff Girls, the two teams
And
duke it out
boys
in
are
an epic
defeated
fight
by a
that almost
kiss.
destroys all of
Yeah.
Townsville.
Not those sissies.
Their violent and destructive behavior goes so far as to almost killing the girls. That is, until the girls discover their weakness. Cooties.
Yeah, because we have to remember these are like
Brick, Boomer,
elementary
and Butch
kids,
would
y'all.
not just be recurring villains, but they would go
they was
down
getting,
as
they
one of the
was
most
kicking
savage
butt,
and
man. They
iconic
was
villains
getting
of
they
the show.
they was getting they butt
Number
handed to
2.
them.
Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
Very good. And evil plots.
Duh, I know.
He's not the girls' arch nemesis for nothing. This super intelligent chimp has had a long history with the girls. Not only was he created by Professor Utonium, but he also accidentally helped him in creating the Powerpuff Girls. After Utonium's negligence, Mojo left with a newborn hatred for the girls, setting out to
Hey, they were
destroy them
cute as
and take
ever as
over the world
dogs.
by
Oh my
any means
god.
necessary.
They were so adorable. Bubbles? Yo.
Yes, I do not find you threatening, Powerpuff Pooches.
With his highly
Powerpuff
advanced
Pooches.
weaponry, Mojo has certainly proven to be a formidable opponent, gaining a handful of victories over the girls. Alas, Mojo has only won battles and lost all the
So Mojo Jojo is number 2. Him has to be number 1 because who else could really cause a threat? Like,
wars, and the ability to talk in shorter sentences.
Because I am your master, it is I who you will obey. Obey
No,
commands is
master.
what you'll do. I will give you commands, and you will obey them.
Before we unveil our villainous top pick,
yes,
here
the
are
Boogie
two
Buster
honorable
from that one episode scared the crap out of me as a kid. Yo, the ones who hung up under the bed.
Is step 3 really all that?
Hey! That was a... What? Lenny Baxter. Oh. They were funny for that episode. The comic collector.
Speeding shoulder receptor spores have been ingested.
Oh jeez, the Broccoloids. Yeah, this is a kids cartoon, huh? It's only a kids cartoon will have broccoli as an villain. Scooby Doo did the same thing.
Shall be hypnotized into a vegetable state.
Number 1, him.
That even the utterance of his name
Yo,
speaks fear
yes,
to the hearts
him
of
has
men.
to be it.
The only safe way to refer to this king
The
of darkness is
Powerpuff
simply
Girls.
him.
When a villain is so foul that you can only
Growing up,
refer to
it
him
never
with a
occurred to
pronoun,
me that
you
this,
know they're a force to
he
be
wore a
reckoned
dress
with.
and heels.
Him is the
I just saw
most
him as a
hideous,
demon because
manipulative, and
a
frightening
demon.
villain in the entire Powerpuff Girls rogue
his name was
gallery.
him, but he talked like that. Those girls.
Across the series,
It's the
King of Darkness has managed
Powerpuff
to break
Girls.
up
Like,
the
I can't even do the voice.
temporarily, and even get all of
She was
Townsville
creepy.
to
It's
turn
creepy as hell,
against
yeah.
them. However, when we see him as ruler of the Earth, Speed Demon quickly became the scariest episode in the entire franchise.
Yes!
Oh,
Yes!
As you race through time, the whole world went to
The fact that they couldn't say hell, but they said hack. Like, I love it. Oh,
we'll
bring the 90s and the early 2000s back. The creators used to just throw everything they
Check out
can in
these
there.
other great clips from Ms. Mojo.
Yo, that was...
Oh,
Yo, Powerpuff Girls is definitely a throwback, and it's still a good cartoon. Like, the original Powerpuff Girls, man, the creators used to throw so much stuff in there. I know they were having fun in the studio, because, Lord, it's so many things that you'll catch later, but... Alright, guys, that was Miss Mojo.